Hey SecurityMetrics fans, this is Noah here from the SecurityMetrics Security Operations Center and Threat Intelligence Center. I'm a threat hunter over there. Today we've got a video that's addressing a lot of questions and messages that we've received from people who want to get started in cybersecurity. So you might have heard that there's a cybersecurity skill shortage, and you want to be one of the people that fills that shortage. So we've got some great platforms to learn the hands-on skills that you'll need to get your first job in cybersecurity. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all 3 or 4 online resources that I have used and that I recommend to others who are getting started in cybersecurity or want to become a SOC analyst. So there are other platforms I'd probably recommend if you want to become a penetration tester or a forensics analyst, but these are some great platforms for security operations. And I actually recommend that all of our analysts go through these platforms. I've used them and I learned a lot from them, and I know that you can too. These platforms are often referred to as a CTF, which if you're new to the cybersecurity world, that means a capture the flag competition. And these competitions are just like the games you'd play as a kid with your friends, where you're running around in the neighborhood at night, trying to capture something from each other. The difference here being is that you're looking through servers and computers, you're trying to solve different questions, and the solution is a string of characters, and that is sometimes used as the solution to like a question that unlocks the next level, or as the password to the next level in these CTFs. An example is that you might have to connect to a server, open a certain directory, and then open a specific file, and that flag, that string of letters and numbers, that'll be inside of the file that you're looking for. So the benefit of this kind of platform versus watching videos on Udemy or YouTube, or even sitting in a college lecture hall, is that you're gaining real hands-on experience. So in this industry, hands-on experience, it can be hard to get when you're getting started and when you're looking for your first job. I recommend that you maybe try and get a job in IT before you work in information security or cybersecurity, but these platforms will even give you a great head start for that first job in IT. And before we get into the hands-on platforms that I want to recommend, I want to quick shout out the SecurityMetrics Academy. So here at SecurityMetrics, we put together some great courses on data security, how to manage data, security tools, how to respond to a data breach, and many more. Now, these are not hands-on, but they are a great way to learn skills that potential employers will want you to have. There's quizzes to test your understanding. Nearly every information security, cybersecurity job is looking for knowledge of compliance. So go on LinkedIn and look through some job descriptions and you'll see ISO or PCI DSS or NIST. These Academy lessons from SecurityMetrics Academy, they're a great way to learn a little bit more about that stuff in kind of a gamified and fun, easy, free way. And there are over 100 free lessons. So go check it out. But let's get on to the other resources. So this first hands-on learning platform, CTF, capture the flag, is called TryHackMe. It has all sorts of different what they call rooms and learning paths, and each one will teach you different skills to get you closer to the job that you want, or to teach you things that'll make it easier to do your current job. TryHackMe, it introduces the tools in a really easy way. So they're already set up, and you just have to go through some certain actions and collect those flags. And then as you put them in, you complete the room. So you can do this entirely in your browser, but they also have an option to use a VPN to connect to the lab machines. And what's cool about TryHackMe is it teaches everything from fundamentals all the way up to really advanced topics. I'm talking what is a network, what is cybersecurity, all the way up to performing exploits and taking over a machine. So it's really cool stuff. There's tons of valuable labs for things like packet analysis, SIM tools, things that you use all the time in cybersecurity, but they're pretty hard to set up for yourself. They can be really expensive, so you might not have access to them at your current job. But TryHackMe has already set them up for you, and all you have to do is go in there and learn to use them. There's also a cyber defense path in TryHackMe, And this focuses around security operations, which is why this is my #1 pick. I love this learning path. I've been through it, and I'm currently making all of our SOC analyst interns work through it too. A note about TryHackMe is that it is not completely free. Some of the kind of levels, they require a subscription. But if you sign up with a .edu email, pricing is lower, student pricing, and the regular pricing really isn't too expensive either. All right, the next resource I want to talk to you about is a great one to learn Linux. Now, a majority of servers in the world are using Linux, and so in your career in cybersecurity, you really need to know how to use them. I recommend using Over the Wire, which is one platform, and Linux Journey, which is another. And they're both websites. Linux Journey is a great resource for learning Linux commands. And Over the Wire is a great place to apply that knowledge from Linux Journey. And Over the Wire has servers set up that you can remotely connect into with SSH and get some hands-on Linux experience. This is where you'll be learning to use things like SSH, how to navigate the Linux file system, and so many more other things that you'll do every single day in your career in cybersecurity and at your SOC. So both of these platforms are really well put together and easy to use. And I like that they kind of complement each other. So you can learn those things in Linux Journey and then apply them directly in Over the Wire. Now, Linux, this is a skill that you need to have in your arsenal. Windows and Mac OS knowledge is not nearly enough to really succeed in this career field. Both Linux Journey and Over the Wire are completely free. As an added bonus to that too, Over the Wire has a counterpart called Under the Wire that is similar but uses PowerShell, another really valuable thing to know. The next platform CTF I want to show off is LetsDefend. Now, LetsDefend is definitely one of my favorites. It's a hands-on security operations learning platform. So it emulates exactly what it's like to work in a security operations center. Of all the resources we've shown in this is the best place to get that hands-on SOC analyst experience. There's some prerequisite knowledge that you'll want to have before jumping in, but the explanations on LetsDefend are fantastic. So I'd probably recommend you start with the TryHackMe cyber defense path, and then you move into LetsDefend, and you can get some real security operations center tickets. So this is like something you'd see in your job as a SOC analyst. It has a list of tasks or maybe some indicators of compromise, and you can work your way through that and do some remediation. There is a free tier for LetsDefend. There's also a paid version that is unlimited. So with the free version, you only get a couple of tickets a month, I think. Now, wrapping up, reading and watching videos is probably one of the slowest ways to get good at information security. Using platforms like these is a much better option because once you apply it and once you're the one hands-on keyboard getting that experience, you're going to remember it a lot better and you're going to be able to do it again. So you really need that hands-on experience. Now, for most of these platforms, there are write-ups, which is where somebody who's already worked their way through it will make a blog post saying, here's how to do this challenge in TryHackMe, or LetsDefend, or Over the Wire. But I would encourage you to avoid these kind of write-ups unless you absolutely need them. This is because copying the commands from a write-up, from a blog post, and just doing them over again, that's not going to teach you very much. But if you really try and figure out what you need to do, you follow the instructions, you understand every single thing that you're working with, then you're going to have so much more knowledge and it's going to put you so much further ahead. Now, in these platforms, you should learn to use security operation tools like SSH, Wireshark, SIM tools, firewalls. Set all those up on your home network and get some more hands-on experience if you can. Try to get that experience up. You can add it to your resume and that'll help you get your first job. It might also help you move out of IT. I also highly recommend doing some hands-on projects using your skills that you get from these 4 platforms. So please, if you haven't already, check out our last video on 3 projects to get you started in infosec. Go out there, get started. The links are in the description below, and thank you so much for watching.